The world watches with bated breath as a fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hamas hangs in the balance. This truce, enacted on January 15, 2025, brought a pause to the devastating conflict sparked by Hamas's attack on Israel in October 2023. This attack, which shocked the world, resulted in the capture of numerous Israeli hostages. These hostages have become a central issue in the ceasefire negotiations. The situation remains tense as both sides grapple with the complexities of the agreement and the looming threat of renewed violence. The ceasefire represents a glimmer of hope for a lasting peace in a region plagued by conflict. However, the path to peace is fraught with obstacles. The recent developments, particularly concerning the hostage releases, have cast a shadow over the prospects of a lasting resolution. The world is watching to see if this ceasefire will hold or if it will crumble under the weight of mistrust and animosity. The ceasefire agreement, brokered with the help of international mediators, outlined a phased approach to resolving the crisis. A key element of this agreement is the exchange of prisoners and hostages. Israel agreed to release Palestinian prisoners held in its jails. In return, Hamas committed to releasing the Israeli hostages captured during the October attack. This exchange was designed to proceed in stages over a 6-week period. The first phase involved the release of 33 Israeli hostages in exchange for a significant number of Palestinian prisoners. This initial exchange was met with both hope and grief. While 16 hostages, including one dual American citizen, have been returned to Israel, the joy of their release is tempered by a somber reality. At least 8 of the 33 were confirmed dead, including the oldest hostage, Shlomo Mansour. The agreement also stipulated that Israel would withdraw its forces from certain areas of Gaza. This withdrawal was intended to create a more secure environment for the return of displaced Palestinians. The fate of these displaced people, who number in the hundreds of thousands, is another pressing concern that the ceasefire aimed to address. The ceasefire, while offering a roadmap to peace, has encountered significant roadblocks. The hostage release, initially hailed as a sign of progress, has been fraught with delays and accusations. Hamas, after releasing the first group of hostages, announced a postponement of further releases. They cite alleged violations of the ceasefire by Israel as the reason for this delay. Hamas accuses Israel of several breaches of the agreement. They claim Israel has hindered the return of displaced Palestinians to their homes in northern Gaza, using shelling and gunfire to intimidate them. They also allege that Israel has obstructed the delivery of humanitarian aid to Gaza, exacerbating the already dire conditions. These accusations have been met with denials from Israel. The conflicting narratives and lack of transparency have fueled mistrust between the two sides. The situation is further complicated by discrepancies in the reported number of hostages. While some reports suggest 9 living hostages remain in Hamas captivity, others claim only 3 are awaiting release. These inconsistencies add another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation. The delay in hostage releases has ignited a firestorm of political responses, particularly from Israel and the United States. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, facing intense domestic pressure, has taken a hardline stance. He, along with US President Donald Trump, has issued a stark ultimatum to Hamas release all remaining hostages by Saturday afternoon, February 15, 2025, or face dire consequences. Netanyahu, echoing Trump's sentiments, has warned that failure to comply with the deadline will result in the termination of the ceasefire. He has vowed to unleash the full might of the Israeli Defense Forces to secure the hostages' release and deliver a crushing blow to Hamas. The IDF has been placed on high alert, with troops and military hardware amassing along the Gaza border. This military buildup underscores the gravity of the situation and the very real possibility of a return to violence. President Trump, known for his uncompromising approach, has gone a step further. He has declared that if Hamas fails to meet the deadline, all hell will break out. He has also put forth a controversial proposal to relocate Gaza's population to other countries. This plan, which has been met with resistance from several Arab nations, reflects the Trump administration's unconventional approach to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.